JBIT.
Hello, welcome you all to this video on lab program 1. Okay, so in this particular video we are going to see how to create a library database design. Okay, we are going to discuss about the ER diagram, the schema diagram, and how to create the tables, and then how to insert the values to the tables that we are going to create, and then the queries that are given for us to execute. Okay, so coming back to this library database, this is the lab program 1 that the students needs to execute in the exam. Okay, so in the library database we are going to create these many entities. Okay, we have book entity, books author entity, then publisher, book copies, book lending, and library programming. These are all the different entities we are going to have. So we will look at each of the entity and the attributes that we need to create for this particular program. Okay, in the book attribute entity, we are going to create book ID, which is a primary key, then title of the book, publisher, who is the publisher who is going to publish this particular book, and the publication year. Okay, we have different publishers will be there for a book, and each and every year the publishing will be made. If any things needs to be added, it will be added in the new publications, and the old thing which is not required, they may be removed. So to keep track of that, we are going to use this publication year. Next we have book underscore authors. So in this we have two particular attributes are there. One is book ID, which is the foreign key that is referring from the book table. Then author name. Okay, that is name of the author who has written this particular book. Then we have publisher. This is going to store all the information related to the publishers. Okay, who is the name of the publisher, what is the address, and what is the phone number of that publishers. Okay, we have Wiley publisher, we have McGraw-Hill. So these are the different publishers we have. To store that information, we are going to use this publisher entity. Next is book underscore copies. Okay, so this is going to contain book underscore ID, program underscore ID, and number of copies. If you go to library, so you can find for each and every book they will be giving one book ID, and then program ID will be there. So program ID means this book belongs to whether CS, or this book belongs to IS, or this belongs to EC, mechanical, civil, like that. For each and every program, one ID will be there. So for example, if there are subjects that are common to two branches, so what they will do, so book ID will be there and program ID will be mentioned for that, and the number of copies that will be there for that particular book. Okay, and then book lending. So in book lending, for example, you have a library card with you. So when you want to take the book from the library, you'll go with that particular card. Okay, so this will be having unique ID, like card number will be there. Then this will be book ID and program ID will be there. Okay, and then when you took that book for lending and what is the due date. Okay, so this information will be stored inside the book lending entity. Next is library underscore programming. So this is going to store the information related to different programs that comes under this particular library. So program ID is the primary key, program name, and address we are going to store in the library program database. Next we will look at what are all the different queries that we need to execute. Okay, these are all the 5 queries that the students has to execute in the exam. Okay, so before we are going to execute these queries, so we need to create the tables and all. So we will look at the ER diagram, that is entity relationship diagram, for this particular library database. So this entity relationship diagram is going to show us what are all the different entities that are there in the database, and what are all the different attributes that belongs to this particular entity, and then what is the relationship between one entity and another entity. Okay, if you clearly look here, we have book entity, which is going to contain book ID, title, and publication year. Okay, and then book written by books authors. Okay, book authors is another entity. So we have M is to N relationship here. Okay, this we are going to call it as mapping. Okay, M is to N mapping. So in book, multiple books can be written by multiple authors. You can see some books only one author will be there. In some books we have 2 to 3 authors will be there. Okay, combination of authors. Okay, depending on their domain specific knowledge, they are going to collectively write their book. Okay, book authors, we have author name as a attribute, which is a primary key there. Okay, and then book published by the publisher. So this is a publisher entity which is going to contain the publisher name, address and phone number. Here publisher name is a primary key, and one particular publisher can publish n number of books. Okay, then book has a book copies. Okay, so book copies is another entity which is going to contain number of copies as an attribute. Okay, so each and every book, so one book can have n number of copies. Okay, then book copies, m number of book copies will be there for n number of library branch. So library branch is another entity which is going to contain branch ID, branch name and address. Okay, so this is another entity. Then we have book lending. Okay, book lending information. So book lending information is going to have date out and due date. So this will belongs to a different library branch, okay, or program branch. Then book lending will have card number, okay, card entity which is going to contain a card number. Okay, this is a primary key there. So m number of books will have n number of cards. Okay, for each and every book one card will be there. So this tells that this card belongs to this particular book. So this is the ER diagram that we are going to see for our library database. Next is the schema diagram. So in the schema diagram we are going to see the structure of the tables that we are going to create. Okay, so we have 6 tables we need to create. So one is book ID, book table. So in book table we have book ID as a primary key, and other attributes that we need to create are title, publication year and publisher name. Then book authors table, we are going to create book ID and author name. So author name is a primary key and book ID is a foreign key that is going to refer to the book ID in the book table. Then publisher. So publisher is going to contain name, publisher name, phone number and address, and publisher name is the primary key here, and this will be a foreign key referring to the book table. Then we have book copies. So in this table we have book ID, branch ID and number of copies. So book ID and branch ID are the two combination of primary keys. Okay, then we have book lending information. So this is going to contain book ID, branch ID and card number. So 3 are the primary keys here. Book ID is a foreign key referring from the book table. Branch ID is a foreign key referring from the library branch. And then card number is a primary key. Okay, for each and every book. Then it is going to contain date out and due date. Okay, so when the book was borrowed and what is the due date, that when you have to return back that particular book. Then library branch. So this is going to contain branch ID, address and the branch name. Okay, so here I am naming it as program ID. Okay, so these are the schema diagrams. So next step is we need to create a tables. So before that, what we have to do, first we have to create a database. So we will create a database first. So create database library. So create database library. So we have created a library database. Then we have to use this library database. So we are going to use library. Okay. So now we have entered into the library database. So now we need to create all the tables that are related to the library database. So first we have to create a table publisher. Okay, whichever does not have a foreign key constraint. So those tables we need to create first. So here publisher is the one which does not contain any foreign key references. So first we are going to create the publisher table. You can use lowercase letters or you can use uppercase letters. It is left to you. It is case insensitive, the queries. Okay, create. So I am using comfortably the all uppercase characters. Create table publisher. We are going to use name varchar 20. It is a data type is varchar. Okay, variable characters, and this is a primary key. This is a primary key. Then we are going to have address. This is also a varchar, and phone number is real. Okay, so we have successfully created. So you can just describe the table using describe command. You can do it for all the tables, which is going to show us about what are all the different fields okay, what is the data type of each and every field. Before you are going to insert the values, you can go through the table information. Okay, so and primary keys, which one is primary key, what is the default value you are given, so all those things you can see. So next we are going to create a table called as book. So create table book. I am going to specify book ID as integer and it's a primary key. Then the title is character of length 10 bytes. Then publisher name is also character of 15 bytes. Then publisher year is an integer value. Then foreign key here is publisher name, okay, which references the publisher table. In publisher table, we are going to use the field as name. Okay. On delete cascade. So that means what? When a particular data is deleted in one table based on book ID, that should be reflected in this table also. Okay. So that's the meaning of on delete cascade. So we have successfully created this. So you can go and see the description about the table called as book. So you can see book ID, title, publisher name and publisher year. Okay. So here a book ID is an integer value and it is a primary key, and publisher name is a multiple key because it is a foreign key referring from the other tables. Next we will create a table called as library program. Create table library program, program ID which is an integer and primary key, program name which is of character 10 bytes and address which is of varchar 15 bytes. Varchar means, so it will be variable length character. So if I specify 15 means it will be 15 into 2. Okay, total 30 bytes will be allocated for that. So next we will create book authors table. So we have successfully created this book author table which contains book ID, integer, author name, character 10 bytes, and foreign key here is book ID which references the book table. Their field is book ID. So on delete cascade. Then we have to create a book lending table. Okay. So we have created the book lending table here, which contains book ID as an integer, program ID as integer, card number is integer, date out and due date. These are the date types. Then primary key here is book ID, program ID and card number. So all the three keys, book ID, program ID and card number, are the primary key. Then foreign key here is book ID which references the book table in the field book ID on delete cascade. Similarly, foreign key, program ID references the library program ID. So if you delete the items in the program ID table, the same thing in the library program table, the same thing has to be reflected in the book lending table also. So that's the reason why for foreign keys we are using on delete cascade. Okay. So if book ID is deleted in the book table, the same should be reflected in the book lending table also. Similarly, the program ID is deleted in the library program, so it should be reflected in the book lending table. Okay. Next is create book number of copies. Okay, book copies table. So we have created the table book copies. Book ID is integer, program ID is integer, number of copies is integer. Then foreign key here is book ID which references the book ID on delete cascade. Then foreign key is program ID which references a library program. And then for primary key here is combination of book ID and program ID. So we have successfully created all the 6 tables. So you can go with a description and you can look at the each and every tables what you have created. Okay. So next is we have to insert the values to the tables. Okay, so let us insert some values to the table. So we know what is the insert command. So insert into, first we have to insert into the publisher. Okay, insert into publisher values. What values we need to insert? So we are inserting the publisher name, then the publisher address, and then the publisher number, phone number. Okay. So we have successfully inserted the data. So this is what the insert query is going to look like. Okay, let us insert the remaining other values. This will insert a few more values here. So you can use select query to see what are all the data you have inserted into the publisher. Using select star publisher is going to select star from publisher. So it's going to list all the data from the table and it's going to print. Okay, there is a select query. So I want only name means I will use select name. Okay, name from publisher. So now only the names will be displayed. If I say select name comma phone number, okay, phone from publisher, what I am going to get both name and phone number. So if I want to fetch all the attributes, then I will simply say select star from publisher, then all the details will be displayed. Okay. So next we will insert the values to the book values table. So let me copy this query. So Sri Sai, I think this publisher is not there. So we need to insert it. Okay, so let us insert the data to the publisher. Sri Sai is there already. Sri Sai is there. What is telling? Cannot add or update a child row, a foreign key constraint face, library, book constraint, book, references, publisher name on delete cascade, insert into book values. OMDs. Okay, there is a white space here. Is inserted. Similarly, which is the other one which is not inserted? Ink spoo at Ashburn. I think this one is not there. I think spoo at sh books. Spoo at sh books is there. So let us remove this. Now it will be inserted successfully. So we have inserted all the data. So select star from book values. Star from book. So in book table we have inserted this data. Okay. So next we will insert the data to the library program. Error here. Okay. So let us see what is the error. So we are going to use the library database. Then we are going to insert the data. So we have successfully inserted the data. So let us see, select star from library underscore programming. So we have successfully inserted the different branches here. Okay, so next is we will insert the data into the book authors. Okay, so we have inserted successfully into the book authors. Next we'll insert values to the book lending information. Inserted. Next the book copies, how many copies you want, so that we are going to insert. So there is so let us see 1000, 1004, 1006. 1006 is not there, so that's why it is giving error. So let me say 2005 005. We have inserted successfully data. So let us see, select star from book copies. So now we have successfully inserted the data to all the tables. So now what we have to do here is we have to execute the queries. Okay, so 5 queries are there. So we need to execute these queries one by one. Okay, what is the first query? So we have to retrieve the details of all the books in the library. Okay, underscore ID, title, name of the publisher, then authors, number of copies in each branch. Okay, so to do that, what we are doing, we are going to write the query, select publisher underscore name, okay, and branch ID and title and author name, number of copies from, okay, book B table, copies C table, and authors A table, book author table. We are giving alias name for each and every table. Okay, so book B. So I'm going to create one object with a name called as B for book table, and book underscore copies table I am referring it as C, and book underscore author table I am giving it as A, where I am going to check B dot book ID is equal to A dot book ID. That means, so book ID in the table called as book table, okay, should be matching with the book author table. Okay, both I am going to compare. Okay, I will get the authors. Then, and B dot book ID, that is in the book table, you take the book ID and compare with the C dot book ID, that is book number of copies table. You look at the book ID and match. Okay, so if book ID in the number of book copies table and the book table is matching, and author name is book ID in the authors table is matching with the book table, then extract the publisher name, branch ID, title, author name, everything, and display it to the user. Okay, So let us run this query. If the input is there, then definitely we will get the ID. Places are there. Okay, so you can see here. So we are going to select the publisher name, program ID, title, author name, number of copies from book B, book copy C, book author A, where B dot book ID is equal to A dot book ID and B dot book ID is equal to C dot book ID. So if I execute this query, so I'm going to get this particular output. Okay. So based on the publisher name, okay, and then the program ID, we are finding out the author name, title, program ID, publisher name, and the number of copies of book that are available. Okay, so this we are retrieving. Next, second query we will go. So second query is, so get the particulars of borrowers who have borrowed more than 3 books, but from Jan 2017 to June 2017. Okay, so we are going to select the card number, okay, from book underscore lending table, where date out is between 2017-01-03, that is first from June 1st 2017 and sorry Jan, from Jan 1st or Jan 2017 and June 2017. Okay, so I'm giving some dates. So group by card number having count greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so if I execute this, so I'm going to get card number 50. Okay, so he is the person who has borrowed the book between 3/1/2017 and 26/6/2017. Okay, next is, so delete from book where book ID is equal to 100. So I need to delete this, delete a book in book table, update the contents of other tables that to reflect this data manipulation operation. So if we are going to delete this book ID 100, okay, in the book table, that has to be reflected in all the other tables. Okay, so let us execute this. We have deleted this. First we will go and see, select star from book table. So you can see 100 is deleted. In the beginning you can see there was a book ID 100. Okay, we have removed that. Okay, it is deleted. Let us see whether this is there in the book underscore copies table or not. So we'll use select star from book underscore copies. You can see 100 is deleted. Okay, earlier it was there, book ID 100, program ID 1004 and number of copies 4 were there. Now it has been deleted here. So whatever the data we have deleted, book ID 100, it is reflected in the other tables also. Okay, next we have to partition the book table based on year of publication and demonstrates its working with a simple query. So for that, what we are doing, we are creating a view. Okay, so create view p underscore year as select publisher year from the book group by publisher year. So we are creating a view. Okay, so we are not actually going and partition the book table. We are creating a view and the name of the view is p underscore year. What we are doing is, so this p underscore year is going to contain the query like select publication year. Okay, based on the year of publication, I am going to group by the publisher in the book table. Okay, I'm going to go group by publisher year. So if we execute this, so what is the output that we are going to get? So we have created a view successfully. To view this, we are going to use select star from p underscore year. Okay, it is going to group the table based on the publication year. Okay, we are grouping it. Okay, so this is the fourth query. And the fifth query is create a view of all books and its number of copies that are currently available in the library. Okay, so I want to view all the books and the number of copies. So for that, we are creating a view called as create view avail. Okay, this is for the query that I am going to write. Create view current underscore avail as what? I should select b.book id and number of copies, title from the b and book underscore copies, and naming it as b table. Okay, in the from the book underscore copies table, you select the book id, number of copies, and the title. Okay, then library program L and book and the book table both, where b dot branch id is equal to b dot branch id is nothing but the program id. The program id should be equal to library program id. Both should be matching. Okay, the books that belongs to program id should be equal to the library program id details, and c dot book id is equal to b dot book id. That means in the from the book table you select the book id, and from book underscore copies table you select the book id, and both should be matching. Okay, so if I execute this particular query, so we will use select star from current underscore avail. This is for the view that we have created. So it is going to give, so based on the book id, number of copies that are available, and what is the title. Okay, so that is what we need to display. Okay, so these are all the 5 queries what we have to execute in the exam. Okay, so I hope you understand all the queries, what is entity relationship diagram, what is schema diagram, how to create the tables, and how to insert the values into the tables. Okay, so all those things we have covered here. Okay, so practice this particular queries and do well for the exam. Okay, so thank you.